Hello.
Yes, hello. Can you hear me? Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Yuru, how was everything with you? Did you check the slides and the homework?
Yeah,
Yuru?
yeah, I did the homework.
Okay. Was it difficult?
It wasn't difficult, but then I don't know why I couldn't run.
Okay. Then please share the code with me.
Okay.
So I give you on the previous class slides two methods of actually creating a 2D array and initializing them. Did you have a chance to look through them?
Do what? Sorry?
Okay. So I give you in the previous class slides I give you two methods of actually initializing a 2D array. One method I already explained to you during the previous class, and I give you an alternative method. So now you have two ways of actually initializing a 2D array and filling it with information or integers. So did you have a chance to look through that?
I didn't look at the slides. I just rewatched the recording.
Okay. So if you have a chance, please look at the slides. I believe the code will be beneficial for you on the different ways of actually filling in and initializing a 2D array. So I didn't see your code yet.
Oh, you can't see it?
No, no, I mean, it takes time. Okay, now I've seen it. Yeah. Mhm. Are you able to make it slightly bigger? Never mind. It's okay. Totally fine. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. So what was the exercise about?
Sorry, what?
So the exercise was about what? What you're
The,
trying to achieve here?
the exercise was on, you asked me about division counter.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So repeatedly ask the user for a number,
Mm-hmm.
and then perform an integer division by 3 while the number is greater than 0. And
Okay.
then count the display and count and display the number of divisions for each input.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that is excellent. You're still using random. Okay. So why you see it's not running, if you don't mind? Wait, what happened to the screen? Did you try to magnify? Yeah, perfect. Yes. Okay. Okay. So can you tell me what's happening on the code? Can you explain to me after from line 78?
Okay. So,
So,
cause
okay, can you tell me first one thing? So, can I tell you that if you would like to actually include um, code in the same file that you are using at the moment, so do you know one thing? So, if you click, do you know if you click here, just let me try to, so, and let me try to move this on this side here. So, if I would, so can you click on here, please? Okay, so can you come here, right click? Okay, you choose to duplicate file. Okay, so maybe say class 2 here. Just rename the file class2.py,
two.
class2.py. Just remove everything and write class2.py. Yes. No need to write plus. Class2.py. Excellent. Okay. So you press enter. ده? Okay. So can you now, may I know the code before this line, from line 1 until line 70? What do you have? What do you have here? Ah, okay. Yeah,
This
yeah.
is another one I did.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah.
You
Okay.
want to see this one too?
No problem. It's okay. No, let us focus on the last one first, and then we, yeah. So now you know a way, if you, I mean, not to keep a lot of code inside each file. So you're able to duplicate the file and make them separate, and then you're able to reference them later. Now, okay, can you explain to me from line 78, what's happening here? What you're checking?
I'm checking if more than, if the number that the user inputted is more than 0,
Mhm.
then you just go to the next step, which is the number of divisions is 0, then they can divide it by 3. And then however times that they divided it by 3, and they add 1 to the number of divisions so that I can print out how many times they divided it by.
Okay, may I know why we put here 10?
Just a random number repeated 10 times.
Okay, so you want to repeat the whole thing 10 times.
Yeah, because it said in the exercise it says run it repeatedly. It said repeatedly ask the user for a number.
Okay, and so we are asking him for a number, and if the number is not bigger than 0, we exit. How you exit the loop here in this case?
Huh?
So okay, if you see the exercise, we actually say that if the user enter a negative number, we exit the we actually exit the code. So okay, if you see the exercise, how to say online, let me see, tests the program. So on the second portion, when we say test the program, the exercise say ensure the program stops when a non-positive number is entered. So how you ensure that your code actually run for until a negative number is entered?
Run. Oh,
So it means that even if you have a negative number, you will still keep requesting the user to enter something new. Am I right?
yeah.
Okay. So okay, that's no problem. It's okay. So
I didn't see that part. Let me do
no
it.
no problem. It's okay. So okay, let us continue together. So you put a while after the if. Okay. And then if else, so what do you print to the user here?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, but so if the number that the user put is not bigger than 0, it means that we should exit the program. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we can write here exiting program, maybe. Yeah, okay. Good. Okay, now, this will going to repeat 10 times. So, so how you can break, do you know how to break a loop?
Right. Break. Just break.
Okay. And so if you use a break, if the number is not 0, so if it is not bigger than 0, we should break. So, but where should you list your break?
Uh, here. Here. Think here or here.
Okay, so this ensures that this code always run when it is bigger than 0, and also this condition make sure that whatever here is always bigger than 0. So here or here is actually not the correct place to put the break, because you don't want to break when the number is actually bigger than 0. You want to break when it is not bigger than 0.
Gonna break here.
Yeah, maybe. So you want to keep it at, yalla, we can try. Okay, try. Put -1. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Number of divisions 2. Okay. Can you try to run again with -1? Exiting program, and then you break. Although this break should actually come actually after the print, okay? But also it's okay. It works because there is nothing after the else. Okay, let me see. So when you break actually the for loop. But then what is the point if we want to loop? So you actually have this loop will end once the number become below 0, and then it will continue to write that. So you actually switched. I mean, your code is switching things from the original or ideal solution, but it still work, which is surprising. You don't, in this case, I wouldn't comment much here because it's still working. So there is nothing for me to comment, except that here, this is to me, there is no need for that, no need for to put the for loop like that. You know why?
No.
Okay, because we said we need to keep entering a number until the user give a negative number like that. So we never decided that the loop should run for 10 times. We never mentioned that in the exercise. Okay, so actually this for loop should be actually replaced by this. So let me see. But you know what? I gave you a starter code. Did you see that?
Yeah, but I only saw it after I did it, so I just
Okay. Yeah, okay. So the point here that you don't need two loops. I never saw, I mean, it doesn't really make any sense that you write two loops inside the program. There is no need for that. You need to, you actually, you're not even using that at all. So even the normal case, in the normal case, you exit this while loop once your division is become less than 0. So you come to execute that print, and then you actually supposed to come maybe again, but this doesn't make sense that you keep repeating again. Can you try to can you try to run again? Let me see. Put 10. Number of divisions. I'm surprised. I'm surprised by that he doesn't ask you to again enter here. You finish the while, you print, and then you're supposed to go back. You're supposed to go back. Because of this break. Can you move this break up?
If you don't break it, then they'll keep repeating it.
Yes, true. So actually the problem now is that when you put, so yes, which is the correct thing. So you know why? the thing is, you put the break here. Yes, it's true. You're fixing a wrong code with a break. Yes. Okay. So the point here that we never ask in the exercise to run 10 times. This is the first thing. Second thing, he asks you to keep entering a number until the user put a negative number. Okay. So now even if you put one positive number, which is 10, you also don't run again. You exit immediately.
You break, like, if they say that. Let me
So
try.
yes, so this break should be correct. So yes,
Yay.
so it works. It
Because it
works
wasn't
when you break
indented.
the work here. Yeah, yeah, but yeah. So again, to me, I mean, if an examiner look at this, he will lose some marks. I can't say that your program is not working. It is working, but it's not the correct way. The correct way is that actually you should only use one loop. You don't need, this is useless. Okay, so this is useless. This should actually be the one that comes up. So you should always be running until the user input something negative, and you have no intention or no relation to this at all. You don't need to keep running 10 times. So okay, can you run again, please, and keep putting positive numbers? Mm-hmm. So you already put 10 numbers and he exits. So that is also part that you are not satisfying. So you can only run for this number of times. But the exercise say that you should always run until you reach. So if you put 100, definitely you will be able to use the program for 100 times, and then it will stop. But it will not stop because it have a negative number. It will stop because this count stopped. This range already reached. So did you get what I mean here?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you understand how you should fix the code?
Yeah, I shouldn't use range.
Okay. So can you tell me first, before we talk about anything, do you know what is the difference between a for loop and a while loop? And when should we use a for loop? When should we use a while loop?
For loop is when you want to do it for a specific number of times. While loop, you can do it forever.
Forever until a
As long as
condition
it
is
satisfies
satisfied.
a condition.
Perfect. So you already understand this theoretical part perfectly. That is good. Okay. So if we say we want to exit the loop when we have a negative number, so definitely it means that there is no specific numbers that we need to run the loop for. You want to put a condition here. What is the condition that you want to put?
If it's like a negative number.
Okay. So it will not run, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you
Wait,
okay, so
wait, what was
any
I?
yeah, tell me.
You said that. I'm thinking of what to do.
No, can you repeat again, please? I didn't hear you.
No, I'm just thinking of what to do.
Mhm.
You just continue.
Okay, so the best thing to think here, if you put a condition for a variable, if you ever try to access a variable that is not yet defined, you define the user input under the if. When you put a condition like that, definitely the Python will complain to you. he will tell you, you never defined user input for me. So if you put maybe bigger than 0 like that here, then he will complain, because actually you are taking the input from the user under the if. Okay, so typically we have two ways, and one way actually the code that you passed to me for the mock exam actually, are you able to see what I write on the screen?
I can't see anything that you're writing.
Really? Nothing at all? Can,
Nothing.
can, can you print? Can you click on the Zoom? Sometimes, can you click?
Oh, yeah, I
Now you
see it.
see. Now you see. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so pity you. Then you have been, wow. Okay, so now can you still see what I will write? You see now what I write?
Are you writing something?
Yes, I did.
Right now, I don't see anything.
Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, now I see. Now I see it.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, wait. Let me just.
Okay. So can you see now? What about now? Can you see what I write?
Yeah.
Okay. So your options, you have two options. You write while true, or you say while with a condition.
Oh, oh wow. Okay.
So when you write while true, I don't prefer it. Oh, okay. The text disappear again. I believe you have
Yeah.
done. Yeah,
How do I do this?
I
Okay,
see.
wait.
Hmm.
Maybe like this. No, wait.
So, uh, okay,
Okay, it's working now. Okay.
okay, that's good. So, yeah, one of the ways is to write while true. Okay. Um, but then when you use while true, you always have to use break. If you use while with a condition, which is the best way, that is more easier to troubleshoot and debug. So you put a condition, and then you put this condition is true. So maybe you use a flag variable. Okay, so you make the first time here before the while, you make the flag equal true. And once your condition is satisfied, you try to make the flag equal false. So by doing so, this is the two ways. You can choose which one you want to use. Whatever comfortable for you, use it. You want to use a break, fine. You want to use condition with the flag and then you off it, then it's totally also fine. Both ways is okay. Although there is, the, senior programmers prefer flags, but it's okay. It's totally fine. Now, can I know when you put while true, why you change the place of the break now?
So that it will break after a print, not like after the else, because else is when they already entered the negative number.
Yes, and we want to break when we enter a negative number, and we want to keep running. We want to keep running until the user give us a negative number.
Just want to exit the loop
Which loop you want to exit? This loop
by
or this loop?
repeat the first loop.
The first
Like
loop.
the one that's asking the user for numbers.
Okay. So, okay. So can you run? Okay. Now you only managed to run one time.
Maybe I put it in the wrong place.
Yes, it's true.
Okay. It's still here.
But please, okay, yes, okay, fine, totally fine, yeah. So does it work like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know? I mean, so you have to understand that you also have to, in the exam, you have to write without testing the code. So you need to really understand. If you put break here, do you know
Wait, can you
why
repeat
it
again?
will not work here?
Because it's breaking before they go to they can check that if it's less than 0, then they'll exit the program. If you break it before checking if the number is less than 0, then
Okay. Can you run again? Can you put the break here again and try to actually, yeah? Can you try to, yeah? Run. So it breaks only after one time. So what happens that after you finish this and you print that line, which is this, you immediately break. You do not keep going up to the loop again. Once you see this break, you totally exit. You jump here. You never go up again to keep running and taking more input from the user. So this is why if you put it here, so putting it here or even inside here, it is the same effect, except that when you put it here, you will never even print that line that you printed here. So
yeah.
here or here is totally not visible because it only will run one time and exit. Okay. So can you just test one more time? If you put a negative number, it will exit. Okay, that's good. Okay. Now, did you understand anything from this code?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
You want
Can
to see
you?
the other code?
Yes, please. I would like to see the previous homework. Can you comment that? Can you take me through your code, please, and explain it to me?
So, I asked for the user input to input a number for the number of elements she wants in the
Array?
array.
Okay.
But this code doesn't really run well. After this, you'll have an error. And then, because I have to find the the average, the maximum and minimum number. So I have
Mhm.
to do a subroutine for each of them.
Excellent. Okay. So,
Uh,
so,
so to make the array, okay, I already asked number. So make
but
the array, I'll do
okay.
um for whatever in the range of the number she puts in
Okay.
the user inputted,
Okay.
then I'll repeat it. No, I'll do like a random
Generator.
number generation,
Okay. And that
and
looks
after that
great. Okay. So,
then I'll
so this looks great. This looks, yeah, to me, that is excellent. My only comment here, when you write, I mean, if I see ever the word array and same everybody else, they will think that this is really an array, but it's actually array length. So it is better to say maybe array underscore len or array length like that with a capital L. So this is actually, yeah, common naming, yeah. Yeah. Okay, then wait, give me a second. Yeah, okay. So you put it here like that. So go up. Can you change this to length because you are inputting the number of elements? Okay. And then you change here to length, yes. This have to match this. And this have to match this.
Okay, yeah. I forgot to use that.
So if you want to put them all array lengths, also typically fine. It's totally fine. Okay. So you tested that and it works. So line 38 works.
It doesn't work. I mean, it works up to a certain point, then it stops working.
Okay, then we should troubleshoot that. So, okay.
See, it doesn't work anymore.
It doesn't work anymore. We have to look. So total sum is not defined. So our issue is, okay, first of all, let me just, so you, I mean, this portion already worked. So it means that until this line, our code is working. This is your generated list. So you enter 3 and he generated a list of 3, which is great. Okay, so this code is working. Any problem with that? So should we continue to check where is the error?
Yeah.
Okay, so the total sum, you pass it here array 1D. Did you insert in 1D? Okay, total sum, you return the sum. So this total sum is not defined. Where do you call this calculate sum? The error here is in line 61. Let's go to line 61. See here, line 61. Okay.
Oh, I didn't need to call it.
Yes.
I didn't call
Yes.
it.
Yeah. It's true. Yeah.
Okay, wait. Oh, which one was that? 61.
Yeah. Okay. May I ask you now why you put global before?
Oh, maybe not.
Wait. The point is, I want you to understand. Global, we use it with variables, and we use global inside methods, not outside the method. So you can use global inside here, but not in the main. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So can you run? You will still get the same error. Okay, you still get the same error, and I want you to try to think with me why. Why on 62 he's still complaining that he doesn't know total sum? Okay. Okay, so we solved one issue, and then you have this total sum 19. So if you add 7, 2, and 10, this will give you 19, so this is working. But my question to you, would it be easy that you add, you save whatever returned from the calculate sum here, or you put this whole method inside here? Can you do that? Do you know that you're able to put the method itself instead of this total sum?
No.
So this is one of the way, if you only want to print, so you can just put the total sum without the equal. I mean, you have to, yeah, calculate sum, just remove total sum.
Oh. They can just run the whole program. Okay.
Okay, now can you run and see if it works? So, okay, we still get 19, am I right? So it
Yeah.
runs. Okay, but the only drawback when we call the method this way, whatever the method return will be printed, but it will not be saved. So we will not have a variable that actually do the calculate sum, that save the result of the calculate sum for us. So if we want to use the total sum like what you did before, or even the result of whatever done here, we will never be able to use it in the remaining of the program. So this is the only drawback if you call the method like this. Okay, so now did you understand what I said? And should we move forward? Okay, so what is the next error? I see that the next error is on line 64. We go to line 64 and try to check what is the issue. I think it is the same.
Yeah, let's change it. Copy. Oh wait, find max. Is the problem?
So line 64, okay, this is the average. So he is complaining that in calculate, okay, so he's saying that there is nothing called total sum inside the calculate average. Go to line 47. So this is the error in line 47. I don't want you to guess. I want you to see what is the issue. Total sum is not defined. Where did you define the total sum in this?
Hey, I forgot to call it. Yeah, I think it should work.
Okay, so again, global, we don't use it with methods. We use it with variables.
But it's inside.
Even if it is inside def, we don't use it with methods. We use it only with variables. So, and global, what is the use of global? Global, if you have on your main method a variable that is called total sum, then you can write global here, and then you can write global sum, and then you can access it. So global is used to make you inside the method access variables that is defined outside the method. So now you have a total sum variable that you want to access, but you did not define it within the scope of this calculate average. So this calculate average is like an enclosed container. It's like a container like that. Okay. It is totally separated from the other whole world. So if you have a frog here, so this frog here, okay, it does not know about anything outside it. Okay. So its whole world is only inside this container. So if you try to access, you tell them that there is some other sun that is outside the container, they will don't believe you. The frog does not believe you. He doesn't know that there is anything outside this container. Okay, so it means that you have to tell the frog that outside the container there is something called sun, and you can tell them by saying global sun. But in this case, did you have even total sum outside the calculate average method, which is our container?
No.
Okay, so you have two choices at the moment. The wrong choice is to actually calculate some. So just monitor yourself now. You called calculate sum one time, and then when you go to calculate average, you have to do the calculate sum again. This is a waste of computer resources that you call, and also not smart from a programmer that he call calculate sum two times. Okay, so I would recommend the best way, it is to take an input here. So I would say call the calculate average and take total sum. No. We don't put methods inside the input. We put variables inside the input. So I would say sum, you take a variable called sum. Okay, and then excellent. And then you change the total sum to become sum only. Okay, and then you comment that line. We don't need to calculate the total, calculate sum anymore.
I just delete it.
Okay, but you have commented the important line for us. Line 46 is important. You should not comment it. Yes. Okay. So try to run. You will face a little bit different error. Now you see, okay. So what is you seeing here? The error, when you call calculate average, you are missing one positional argument. You did not pass sum to when you call this on line 63, go to line 63, please. So when you call this, you did not pass sum. Can you put here 9? This is our sum, 9. Put 9 here, please, and see if the code runs. Yeah, just put 9. Can you run now? And see if we're still getting error from the calculate average. Okay, so we're not getting errors anymore on the calculate average. Am I right?
Yeah.
So we pass it an input, and then it does the calculation for us. Am I right? But this not the best way because we are fixing. I mean, so the sum in this time is 12. It's not 9. And it means that whatever calculated by this is not really reflected here. So what do we need to do? The correct way then, if you have a method that depend on the result of this, then you say sum equal calculate average. Sorry, I apologize, not calculate average, calculate sum. Calculate sum like that. And then this variable, we take it as an input instead of the 9. So we remove the 9, we write sum. If you run again, that should actually do the job. Okay, so calculate sum is still doing a problem to us. What is the issue now? I want you to read with me. So where is line 61? Line 61 is having a problem. Ah, you forgot the brackets. Not here. You forgot it here. Run again. Okay, we're still getting an error. Where is the error? Can you look with me and see what is the error?
Yeah.
What is the error? Integer object is
Oh,
not.
wait, I know what's wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
No, you cannot. You cannot put. You're so sweet. You cannot put. I mean, this only used in the if statements and definition of the function. Okay, so run again. Let us look at the error and try to troubleshoot it. Where is the error?
41, 61.
So, okay, it is on 61 and on 41. So 41, can you go to line 41? Okay, so he's saying that object is not callable. He does not accept that we sum. That is go up. Let me confirm that our array is still there. Total sum. Total sum. He does not accept that we sum the array in the way we're doing it. Okay. Do me a favor here, and when you call calculate sum, can you define that can you pass the array as an input? To me, a bit strange because he was accepting it before. This is the sum of the elements. No, not the array lengths. Array lengths have no problem. The problem is in that he is complaining about that. So can you pass this array? Wait, yeah, array 1D as an input, and then he will complain that you didn't pass it as an input. So okay, I think also. I think I got an idea here. Where is he complaining about the array lengths? Go down, please. Go down. Go down, 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 down. Yeah, here. Where you write the sum. Can you go up? Can you go up? Yeah. So when you write the sum, I have a worry because this sum, it is a keyword that belongs to Python. So can you write sum array like that? Here, instead of sum, just write sum array, just to confirm that this is not a confusion. So I write it here also, Yeah, okay. You will have a problem because, yeah, so you did not pass this. You defined your calculate method that it takes an input. So write array 1D inside. Yes. Okay. Wait. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I want you to remove that here and just print sum array. So instead of calling the method like that, no, wait. You are so fast. You have to, the variable, you just try to print the variable. The variable is called sum array. You commented this bracket that belonged to the print. You cannot comment like that. You have to remove it. So you got two choices. Either you copy this whole thing or you use this. So you can just copy this, make it easy for yourself. Put it here. Your issue now is the moment, okay? Can you give it 3? Still got a problem, okay? Average, calculate average. I think you have a spelling mistake here. Can you check, please?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Finally, finally, but
Spelling error.
yes, but so there is no errors, but again, it doesn't matter there is an error or not. I mean, the act of troubleshooting errors and trying to find solution is actually a good practice for you. But do you understand what we did? The most important is not we find the solution. The most important is that you know why we used what we did to solve the problem. I did many things, and I am not very sure if you really was following up and you really understand what we did.
Just testing out to see what was wrong.
Yes, I understand, but do you really understand what we did? You think you understand what we did?
We were just testing it and we're changing to see what will happen.
No, no, we was not changing by haphazard way to see what is the problem. We was not testing in this way. We was trying to make changes towards the correct toward fixing the problem. So when we see an error, we try to act based, we think about the error and we try to act from our troubleshooting experience to fix that error. So troubleshooting errors is an experience that you have to gain. It's not as you are smart or not smart. No, it is an experience. The more you troubleshoot errors, the more you are able to solve problems faster and faster. So, and also I was not just doing any changes. I was doing changes based on on a fixed knowledge. So I suspect something, so I behave on that suspicion. So I suspect that the word sum is a keyword that belongs to Python, and then he will get confused from it. So that's why I add another word to it. Okay. And then he told me an error that he does not recognize array 1D. So I said, never mind, I pass it as an input. So he doesn't complain. Array 1D supposed to be global array. So if you want to access something global, so you have to either pass it as an input or write the word global before it. So I didn't want to write global. I just pass it as an input. That's why I pass here an input. And also, I did not want to call calculate sum inside calculate average. So I pass the result from here, from this sum calculation, and I pass it as an input. Why? Because if I didn't do, then there is no way for me to access sum array unless I write global sum array inside. Can I know something? If I don't want to pass this sum array inside calculate average, what is my options? If I want to pass it as I don't want to pass it as an input, what is my options? What can I do to access this sum array? And as I told you, this is your main. And inside your main, you have some array variable. And you have another container, and this container is called calculate average. And inside calculate average, you actually have a variable called sum. And then, so you cannot access sum array. Inside the calculate average, they don't know that there is something called sum array inside main. They don't know. The only way to know is to write global. And then you are able to write global sum array. And then he will go to bring it from there for you. So if you do not want to pass the input sum array, you can delete it from here. And then you write global sum array. And then you can get it without having it, passing it as an input. Is that concept clear or it's confusing? Which one is more comfortable for you, to use global or to pass something as an input to a method? or both of them confusing?
Both is fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you delete that and tell me how can you do it? Okay, now go to calculate average and tell me how can you get the sum array from inside calculate average. So remove that also, remove that sum also. So you no longer taking, yeah. Now how can you get this sum?
Sum is not defined.
Sum is not defined, right? It's not defined
Yeah.
yeah. So how can we get it from outside?
Write it in here. Why?
Okay, excellent, excellent start. Yes. No, we do not write global with a method. We write it with a variable. What is the variable name that you're
Oh, wait.
trying to access? Yes, yes. Excellent, excellent. Yes. Okay, and then you use that variable inside instead of sum. So you write total sum. Okay, can you run? Okay, we see an error. What is the error, please?
It's not defined.
Okay, did you define total sum or you define sum array? So did you define that? This is a total different container. We cannot access anything inside it. This total sum is here, but I want you to go down. Go down. You define your variable as sum array, not total sum. So you want to access, you can access sum array. So you have to call sum array. Okay, and then you change again sum array here, yeah, and then it will work. No, yeah. It works.
Yeah.
Okay, that's excellent. But now you have, you have done find max, but can I know why find max and find minimum is the same?
It's different.
If you have an array that got 9, 6, and 1, what is the highest number? What is the lowest number? What is the minimum and what
Oh,
is the max?
the maximum is 9, the minimum is 1. Oh, it's putting 1, 1.
Mm-mm.
Wait. Oh, don't you use this one? I thought you use max and minimum.
Yes, you're correct. But did you, can you confirm? Can you go down? First, you're
Oh
putting both,
no.
yeah.
Oopsie. Okay.
Okay, at least now it looks okay. So that is excellent and great. Just let me share another exercise. You need to do modification to that code that you have. So let me share with you, please, the exercise that we would like to have a look at, and then, so, okay. I think you can see my screen. So this is the code that you created, actually. Okay, so this is an array operation that we want to deal with. So we want to make a menu, and from the menu, we would like to actually have it written like that. We want to have option 1 is to do the calculate sum. Option 2 is to do the calculate average. Option 3, find max, find minimum, and then exit. And then we should take an input from the user. And then based on the input, we should actually calculate the sum or the average or the maximum and the minimum. So how can we do that? How can we add this portion to our code? And then based on the user selection, we actually call the calculate sum or the calculate average. So we don't put them all one shot that we calculate. We should base that on this menu choice.
Okay.
Is that
Oh, okay.
you got what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you I'm not sure. Are you able to write that code, or do you want me to send it to you on the WhatsApp so that you are able to look at it when you are?
Uh, you can send it to me at the WhatsApp.
Okay, that's acceptable. I would. Okay, I did, so you can try to, yeah. Okay, that's good. So, in your opinion, where should you start modifying your code?
Here or here.
Yeah, possible, yeah. But if I were you, uh,
Oh,
so
I could do it here as well.
I would prefer the main program comes after all the function definitions. So like you did on line 64 or 61, so you write, this is your main program. This is the start of your main program here. So this is, from here is your main program, main. So function definition is all above. So now, okay, that's interesting. Yeah. You call that main program. Excellent. So you write the while loop inside.
Yeah.
Mhm. no need to write the whole code for the whole menu. Just test one, make sure it works. If it works, then you're able to do the remaining similarly. He's telling invalid syntax. You are fast, but sometimes you are guessing. So inside an if statement, we always use the equality operator.
Oh,
So there is no need for a bracket. Yeah. Where is your issue? User input is not defined. Yes, why?
wait. Here's my user input.
If you are searching for your user input up, you call it array length. Oh, yeah, you change it, I believe. Yeah. Where is your user input?
Oh, it's on top. Is it? No, it's called ArrayLen.
Yeah. So, hmm, okay, that is interesting. So it runs, but it never called that menu. It never listed that menu. All right.
Oh, was it supposed to? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Mm, maybe compulsory to print this.
Yes. You even have that part of your mock project. So yes, I mean, why not put it there? Yes.
And mine. I don't think it's supposed to go there.
But it's not bad idea to put it there. Yeah, it's true. It's more easier for you to put it there like that. Yes. To put the whole menu up. Yes, you can do that. So you are able to take the whole menu up without the definition main. So yes. Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
Why is this happening like that?
Because that's all true.
Mhm.
The infinite loop. Oh, print. Oh, why is it indented?
Excellent. You managed to print it out, which is great.
Yeah. Wait, okay. Um, please input. Let's do. I put one. that it's supposed to calculate some.
So I would recommend at the start, don't really care about calling calculate sum. Just put a print statement and just make sure that when you print a menu, you are able to take an input from the user and then check it against 1 or 2 or 3. So at the moment, you are printing the menu, which is great, but then you enter the same old program again, which is the number of elements in the array. You are not taking any input from the user to select.
Do I move this up?
Yes, definitely you have to move. If you move the menu up, then you have to move your input taking up. Yes. But then you will face an error.
Oh, wait, I need to go up. I need to bring this down.
Okay. So, okay, yeah. Okay, can you try to run then? But please, I mean, I appreciate it if you just comment that line and put a print statement that choice 1 was selected. Just, yeah, as a start. So that we know that, okay, it's working. Put it in double quotation, choice 1 was selected. Indentation have problem. Still got a problem.
Down.
Okay, so calculate sum is not defined. So please comment that line 42. It's not our interest now. We just want to make sure that we print something correct from the menu. So choice 1 was selected. That's great. That's something great. Okay. So, but now if you want to put the elements in the array like 10, is that correct? Can you choose 10 as so you're tying this variable
Oh, yeah.
to this. If you put here 10 as elements for the array, does this mean that you have to choose 10 from the menu here
No,
when we only have 5 choices?
no.
So then is that the correct variable that we should be using? This is an input for the elements. Should we have another input for the menu? Mhm. Because you put 1. Okay, what about if you put 10? You want the elements of the array to be 10. Run again and pass 10. Then you will never see that this is chosen or printed.
No, just do it.
Okay. Mhm. Then run again and see.
Wait, no, it needs to repeat it. The code.
Then you need to, if you want to repeat it, then you need to use a while.
Yeah.
So, okay, let me try to confirm. Do you know what is the meaning input validation?
Well,
So, input validation, typically it is supposed to be I need to check your syllabus exactly if you take this from the theoretical part, but other IGCSE courses, which is sometimes supposed to be identical to yours. Um, Input validation is that when you take an input from the user and you need to make a validation to it. So you have here five from numbers from 1 until 5. You need to validate the input from the user only bigger than 0 and less than 6. So bigger than 0 and less than 6. So if you have any number that is -1 or even 6, then you should not accept it, and then you should keep yourself inside the while loop until the user give you the correct input either for either 1 or anything in between until 5, and then you start your if statements. So this input validation is a step that you put a while loop like that, and the while loop should have two conditions: that you should be bigger than 0 and maybe less than 6. Okay, so you accept anything in between, but again you are using a variable that we decide to use it for the elements inside the array. What is the relation between the array length and the user menu choice? Are we able to use AND if we have two conditions that we want to check? So we can check if input is less than 0, for example, and input, or I think, or maybe, or input is bigger than 5. So if it is like that, then the while loop should keep running. While the input is less than 0 or bigger than 5, then we should keep putting or showing to the user, enter the correct choice or enter a proper range, proper number within the range. So this, we should put it here. And you should totally remove the else, yeah. Comment, yeah, comment, yeah. And comment that. Comment line 44. You have to put or in between. So do you know how to use or and between conditions?
but why are we using it here?
I don't get you.
We're
You
supposed to use and or.
did you ever try to use and or before?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you use or, please? Yeah. Okay, and then you have to do that again here. So he's comparing that to nothing. Just Oh, you're putting, you see what you're putting here? So you should, I think wrong. This is one. I mean, this should be one. Are you saturated?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why. Mhm.
Because
Why we are facing that?
they're using while and they'll repeat forever
Mhm.
until a condition is met. So
And then, okay, can you stop so that we don't consume? Yeah, just press stop. Yeah. So if you want to print something to the user like that, do you need to take an input again from the user?
yeah,
Okay, so,
so to rerun it. Uh, and just
careful, your indentation is wrong.
it is while is more than equal to one or is a five print enter number within the range of
Okay. Can I recommend something to you to make it a
wait
little bit
no
easier?
yeah
Okay. So I just want to understand from you one thing before you continue, because that will slightly remove a little bit of the confusion happening. May I know why you choose the array length variable here in your while? What is the relation between the array length and the menu selection?
um
What is the relation?
oh wait there's no
No relation, right?
yeah
Can we create a specific variable that we can call it menu choice or anything other than array length, because array lengths have no relation at all. Yeah. And then we should take an input from the user and we should tell the user the input should be one from 1 until 5. I think that is more practical. Okay. And also, let me just tell you, so this menu choice should replace these two conditions. Excellent. See, you have, yeah. Okay. Just I think just let me tell you this so that you're not confused. So again, this is not a method. This portion is not a method. It is just part of the main program. This code is still part of the main program. It's not a method here. So you don't need to really use the word global before
I
it.
just use menu choice.
Yes, yes. But then you use it for what?
I want to call it to be so it can run it again.
You want to run it again, so you copy that line here.
Oh,
You copy the whole line here. So he will wait for an input from the user and store it inside the menu. Yes. Put 10. Maybe 6. Put -1. Okay, put now 1.
Oh,
It doesn't exit. Wait, it doesn't exit. Why? Can we have a look at your condition again, please? Your condition say if the menu is bigger than or equal 1.
yeah.
So I mean, we need the loop to be always running, if not when we are bigger than or equal 1, when we are less than 1 and bigger than 6, bigger than 5. Put 2. Okay, so when you put 2, actually it's accepted, so we managed to continue running. Okay, but when we put 1, he still give us in the loop, even though 1 is actually part of the menu. So you should remove the equal here. The equal is not important for us. We want the loop to keep only running, and we keep taking input from the user. If he doesn't want put anything from 1 until 5. 1 is accepted, 5 is accepted, because here. So once you put 1, he accepted it. And then he said the generated list is empty because you put here -1. So you want to calculate an average. Can you don't put -1? Because if you put -1 in the length of the array, so it will create a trouble in the calculate average, because you never put any validation check inside your calculate average. If the length of your array is empty, is 0, then you have a division by 0 error. You know what the mean division by 0? I think
Division by 0 is 0.
no. In mathematics, yes. In programming, no. You are not allowed to do any division by 0 in your programming. This is not accepted. It will come up the 0 division error. It's not accepted. You cannot divide if your length of your array is -1, like what you said here. So this is considered 0. Okay, you cannot divide the sum array by 0. You cannot do that. This is not accepted in programming. That's why this error happened. Don't put -1 here, because we never put any check to counter for that. So just put 1, not -1. Run again. Okay, put 1 at least, so we don't face these strange errors. Okay, put 6 first. Okay, and put 0. Okay, put 5 now. Never mind, put enter and then run, put again 5. No problem. Okay, so it runs. So if you put here 1, you at least 1, the code will run. And this means that this portion that you make actually worked. This part is user input validation. You already validate that the user really put a correct input. After this portion, you should put your if statements and actually start to choose from the menu which one you want to really run. If the menu choice equal 1, you should calculate sum. If it is, then it's just an if statement that you need to do. Okay, but this portion you have done it correctly. So you should use this menu choice like that and check it with 1 and 2 and 3 until 5. Can you do this portion as part of your homework?
Option my what?
I mean, you did not put I mean, we make a validation, but we did not make a menu yet. Where is the menu? How can you, the menu does not run any of the calculate sum. It runs this, what you did here is actually a part of your previous program. It calculates the sum and the average and the maximum and the minimum one shot, but we do not want that. The menu here give you a selection. If you choose one, it will calculate sum. If you choose two, it will calculate the average. If you choose three, it finds the maximum. But we are not, the program say we should not run it all one shot like that. So that's why we make a menu.
Yeah.
So you need to change your code to handle that. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you able to do it part of your homework?
Yeah.
Okay. You get saturated almost after 1 hour and 20 minutes, almost. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. 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 So you got anything else to tell me before we close?
No.
Okay. Then have a nice day. Bye bye.